I talked about this the other day that I think that a great way to make football just a little bit more interesting is anytime you're running with the ball, you have to yell. Because I think that would be so much fun to watch someone as they have like
just
11 people chasing them down the field and they're like, ah! Like that.
I would watch it.
Get away, get away, get away. Like
that would make me watch it for sure.
Yeah, this is one of the hardest questions, I think. But
this one?
Best comedy movie of the early 2000s? And I know you're a lot younger than me. So
yeah,
like,
I was born in 2000.
Yeah.
So.
And I've always considered it 2000 through 2010.
Yeah. I would.
But it's so hard.
It's a basic answer, but one of my favorite movies of all time is Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
That's a great movie.
Great movie.
That's a great movie.
That's like the first time I remember seeing that in high school, and that was the first time I saw like jump cuts and editing used to heighten a joke.
Yeah.
Like I never thought about like editing being used as a comedic tool and not just like a wait, like okay, we got to get this together somehow. Like I never saw editing as an art, I guess, until that movie, and I was like, that's crazy. Like you can do so much, but just like how you cut it. Like
there's so many. It's such a stacked cast now that you go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Like Chris Evans, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Michael Cera,
Brandon J. Routh,
Kieran Culkin. Like all of these people have gone on to
Brie
make
Larson.
Brie
huge.
Larson.
So many of them are
Anna Kendrick,
actually played superheroes.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah,
there's so many crazy. Like
the girl from Sky High. I forget her name. She was like in Sky High, and then she was Scott Pilgrim's girlfriend. I was like, wow.
Yeah. But that is a great movie. We watched that on my first deployment. Somebody had it on their laptop.
That's sick.
We would all sit around.
It's a great movie.
And just watch. And I was like, this is a good movie.
I watched it in a film class in high school, and I was like, this is insane.
That's a good film class.
Yeah.
That would have been.
Shout out, Jessica Winningham, based high school teacher.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wish I would have had that. I did go to it was called digital media production, but it was like a film school kind of thing where you learned camera angles and lighting and some audio mixing and stuff like that. And it was a lot of fun. I loved doing it. But my teacher, he was close to retirement, and there wasn't a whole lot of like, watch this movie. A lot of his examples were Star Wars related because he was a huge Star Wars fan, which, I'm kind of...
I have a lot of friends that are really into it. They're like, you gotta watch Andor and this and this. And I watched like the first 6 movies, the new one when it came out in 2015, and then like the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian. I was like, it's like fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get into it the way I've gotten
That's my thing with it. It's fine.
It's a full-time job to be into that. At this point, there's so much.
There's so much backstory.
I feel the way about Marvel. Like I loved Marvel up through Endgame. I was all about it.
That's how I am.
tried watching the shows, and it's like, but now there's just so much.
Well, you have to watch season 3, episode 15 to understand this reference of this movie, and it's like, nah.
I want to watch things to enjoy them, not to have a second shift.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't want to do 1,000 hours of research to understand this one line at the end of this.
Yeah,
like, this post-credit scene. It's like, what?
I was like, I'm sure it is great if you're into it. Like, I believe you, but I'm not going to take the time to get into it.
If that's your thing, cool, get into it. Like, we're into Avatar, so like, if
that's our thing.
Yeah, that's our thing. But it was 3 seasons,
and you're done.
Yeah,
and you just watched the 3 seasons.
Did you ever watch the next one?
I started it. I started it in college. I never finished it. I need to though. I liked it.
It was all right.
I haven't finished I've heard it kind of after season 1 goes downhill.
Yeah, and I mean it was all right.
I just think anytime you make a sequel, it's very, very rarely is it ever going to be better. I think Shrek 2 is the only sequel that's ever been better than the origin.
I would say Shrek 2. Have you ever seen Terminator 2?
I have not. I'm sure I have as a kid, but I don't remember. If you go back and watch the original Terminator, you're like, this was a class. This is kind of like, it's fine, but it's not. Great. I don't know. It's not the greatest thing and then you watch Terminator 2 and you're like, this is worth it. This is pretty dope. Yeah. There's a lot of like older classics I haven't seen that I need to like. I need to spend a weekend just checking them off.
I hate that though, because like it depends on who you get your referrals from.
Yeah.
Because like I love movies.
Yeah.
But I talked to someone who like loves movies, and you're like, okay, I definitely don't love movies as much as, and they give you recommendations, and you're like, yeah, I'm all right, man.
I went to film school because I like really like TV, but I've never been a huge movie person. And then I talked to people in film school, and I've seen Citizen Kane like 7 times.
Yeah,
but I haven't seen my roommate and I in film school. We were like freshman year, or sophomore year, we made a pact. We were gonna be like, after graduation, we're going to watch The Godfather. We're going to get through film school without watching The Godfather, and then we're going to watch it in our graduation gowns. And then after graduation, we were like, I don't really want to watch it, do you? Yeah. And then we just never, so I've never seen.
It's good.
Never seen it. Never seen. Yeah, I'm sure it's good, but like, I can sit down and binge a show all day, but for whatever reason, sitting down to watch a movie, I'm like, I want to do something else.
I look at some of those classic movies that people are like, you have to watch this, you have to do, and I'm like, it's like St. Louis food, where the people are like, oh, I've never had gooey butter cake.
Like,
you're like,
you should try it once, maybe.
Try it, but yeah, I'm not gonna order it. People are like, oh, where do you go get the best? And I'm like, I don't order that when I go out. Never.
I had some friends in town the other week, and they're like, where should we go? And I was like, I mean, there's an IHOP there, there's an Olive Garden there. I was like, where do you go? They're like, no, like, what's a good local? And I was like, I don't know, man.
White Castle?
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, St. Louis claims White Castle, even though it did not start here.
They all kept calling it Panera, and I was like, it's called Bread Co.
I'm sorry, actually, it's
St. Louis Bread Company.
St. Louis up here, yeah. I remember when they switched their name, and I was like, what? It's like they're taking stuff from us, I was like, don't.
I know, and now everyone makes fun of me. They're like, it's called Panera, and I was like, the signs here say St. Louis Bread Company.
For people that don't know, if you come to St. Louis, it says St. Louis Bread Company.
You will not see a sign that says Panera.
Yeah, and if it does, it won't say it for long because somebody will shoot it.
It'll get vandalized.
yeah, someone's gonna throw a rock through it. Not around here.
Not around.
Nuh-uh, partner. Not around here.
That's a bad word around here. We don't say that. we don't say the P word.
Yeah, we don't say Panera. You ever been to Panera? No. You've been to St. Louis? That's what I thought.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Since you're kind of not from Chicago, but you spent time there.
Went to college there, stayed a bit after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best late night food place in Chicago.
There's a place. I used to live in Ravenswood, which is a little north of Wrigley, like a cute little neighborhood in Chicago. And they have a place. I've never sat down and eat there, but I've gotten takeout from there 50 million times. It's called Me D Cafe. It's like a really small ma and pa owned Thai place that's open from like 4 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Oh, perfect.
And I would like get out of a show at like midnight and go grab some Meaty Cafe. And it's like the greatest almond pad thai with chicken I've ever had in my life.
That sounds delicious.
It's slept on Chicago food place.
I was about to say, Chicago is pretty famous for having great food.
It has great food. As long as you don't look at deep dish, the food there is good.
Yeah, I've always heard that deep dish. Nobody actually orders deep dish.
You try it once,
like it's a tourist thing.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah,
I think
it's a lot. You get it, and you're like, what am I supposed to do with it?
I need a spoon for my pizza. What is this?
Yeah, and then they're like, hey, do you want to take this to go? And you're like, nah.
I was like, nah, you can just throw that back.
Nah, I'm all right.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't need.
I'm not gonna touch this
because everybody up there it's tavern style, right?
Yeah,
where it's like that's what everybody really eats.
Yeah, you just get like a hand toss. Yeah,
I've always wanted to go. Do you remember Insomniac with David Tell? It's probably way before because it was too old for me. Like I watched it as a kid, and it was like
a show or
yeah. So David Tell would just go around. He'd be up all night, and it was like Imagine like a diners, drive-ins, and dives, but with Dave Attell at 3 a.m. and he would just go to different cities and just bring a film crew, and he would go to like food places and bars. And,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a great show. If you can find it anywhere. I mean, it was on Comedy Central, so it's probably
somewhere on YouTube.
Or just locked away in a vault somewhere. But he went to this place in Chicago. And it was a hot dog place. And
was it Devil Dogs?
I don't know. It was
That's
something,
like the basic Chicago.
It was kind of like a pun name where it was like maybe a sexual innuendo kind of thing like that.
Okay.
And I can't remember it, and I don't want to take a stab at it. But,
fair.
But the whole point of it was it's jam-packed. Like in the episode, there were people just like piled in the restaurant, and they're screaming at the workers, and the workers are just standing there screaming back, and they're like, "What the do you want? Get the out of here!" And they're like throwing hot dogs to people through the window and stuff.
God, I love Chicago. I love Chicago.
And
so
ever
much.
since I saw that episode, I was like, I want to go there like that. I want to get yelled at. Yeah, that looks like fun. And
it's like, what's that restaurant where like the waiters yell at you when they throw bread at you? Lambert's? Is that what it's called?
Okay, no.
Is it like that, or were they actually just angry?
So Lambert's is very different. Lambert's does throw rolls at you, which it's like a famous country style restaurant in like southeast Missouri.
Okay.
And they have another one like close to Branson, I think so.
Gotcha.
But the whole point is that you say like, they'll be like rolls, and you stand up and you wave, and they chuck them across the restaurant, but they're very nice. There's another place called Dick's Last Resort where you walk in and they're just like
a Karen's Diner. It's a similar thing.
Oh yeah.
Their wait staff is intentionally mean to you.
So mean. Like they'll be like, "Can I get silverware?" And they're like, "Sure." And they just like drop it on the floor or whatever. And it's rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so funny. I can't imagine Lambert's like that. Last time I was there,
I thought they like you're just sitting in for no reason. They just pelt you with the roll. That's what I thought Lambert was until
Eat pig.
until 10 seconds ago.
That would be such a fun. You never go there, like because like I'm from about 30 minutes away from where that is.
If you're from there, it's a tourist.
Right.
You never go there. Yeah.
And
makes sense.
But this summer, I had family visiting, and they were like, "Oh, let's go." And so we're like, "All right."
We'll it's like when your friends come in town here and they're like, "Let's go in the Arch," and you're like,
"Do we have to?"
Yeah.
I've been in the Arch maybe 4 times my entire life.
I think same, and it's always with someone visit. It's once as a kid. Mm-hmm. And then every other time it's a cousin or someone is from out of town, and you're like, let's go.
Yeah. I feel like everybody gets a school field trip where you go. And then after that, it's like someone from out of town is like, let's go up in the Arch. And you're just like,
I always tell people when they're visiting, it's like, the Arch, it has a cool history and obviously everything. But if you're going to go anywhere, go to City Museum.
Yeah.
It's like 1,000 times. It's like, I don't know why that's not.
Infinitely better.
Yeah. It's slept on City Museum.
City Museum is great.
Slept on.
Now, my son wanted to go this year for his birthday, and this was the first year where I was like, why don't you go ahead and play? And I'm going to hang out. I'm like, I'm too old. I'm too big. I'm just crawling through a whale's stomach is not really.
I remember we went, I think it was either junior or senior year of high school. One of our last you had good grades, whatever field trips.
Oh yeah.
Was they took us to City Museum, and that was the last time I've been.
Yeah.
And I was 16, 17, so getting a little old, but not, still young enough to enjoy everything. And I wonder if I go now that I'm in my mid-20s, would it feel different?
It's so weird because you go there and you can rent knee pads.
Okay.
And I went the last time I was there. I was looking at it and I was like, "Do I need to get knee pads?" I was like, "No, I'm not getting knee pads." 10 minutes in, I was like, "I really wish I would have gotten the knee pads."
Would I?
But I was like, I can't. I just couldn't. My ego wouldn't let me to be like, all right, I'll just deal with it.
When we went there at the end of high school, those the ball pits they have outside with the big kickballs or whatever? I went to knee bomb into them, and then all the balls moved, and I just slammed my knees on the concrete when I was 17.
Oh,
and that was the first hour of the field trip. So the rest of the time, my friends and I were walking around. I was like, guys, no. Crawling in the whale I was like, follow the trail of blood. That's where I am.
I did that one time. We went. It wasn't there, but there was another place that had a bunch of jungle gyms and stuff.
Yeah,
and we were playing tag.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Pretty much, yeah. And we were running through this playground, and I went to go slide, and I was running, and I grabbed the bar and swung. And when I landed, my hip landed right on the edge of the slide, which is just a metal bar. And it sent this burning sensation through my leg. And it was you ever been dead-legged?
Yeah.
And I was just and I was at the bottom of the slide going, and then the whole rest of the field trip, I was just hobbling. And they're like, "Come on, buddy." And I'm like,
oh no.
It was so painful.
They're like, let's go play soccer. You were like, oh.
No, I'm good. I think
I'll be goalie.
I'm gonna go hang out. I'm just gonna go sit down for a little bit.
Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, that's the worst.
When was this? Was this elementary, middle, high school?
No, it was probably elementary school, maybe fourth grade or something like that.
That's still tough, though.
That was actually, it was a birthday party. That's what it was. It was a birthday party. I remember that because I remember it was the second worst birthday party I ever went to. Because I went to another one in like second grade for this guy named Sean, and I peed in my pants.
Oh, no.
Like it's just one of those like freak accidents where like I couldn't find the bathroom in time, and then it happens, and I just spent the whole rest of the party sitting in a tree house, just like by myself, because I was like I didn't have a phone, I couldn't call my dad to come pick me up. And I was like, I just have pee pants. I can't go anywhere, So you just sit there and you're like, it has to end eventually,
It'll all be over soon.
Yeah. I remember as soon as I saw my dad, I just walked up to him and I like grabbed his hand and I was like, we got to go. He was like, hold on, I got to say goodbye. And I was like, no,
I'll meet you in the car.
Look at me. We're leaving.
We got to go.
He was like, why? And I was like, I peed in my pants. I'm wet. I just want to go home. And it was like jeans, and I was like, yeah.
Because you're like old enough to be embarrassed, but not old enough to like not maybe have that happen every once in a while.
Yeah. You're old enough to like, hey, you're not batting 1,000 on this yet, but you got it pretty much handled.
Yeah. Oh.
And it was just a thing of like I couldn't get my friend's mom to pay attention. Where when I was like, Miss Smith. And she was talking. She's like, hold on just a second, baby. Hold on. Like that. And I was like, Miss Smith, I really need to use the bathroom. Where's the bathroom? And she's like, oh, it's down. And then, and I was like, well, this is on both of us.
Yeah. You did this to me.
You did this to me. Matter of fact.
Responsible. Yeah. And it's your floors that are going to pay now.
So they just catch me. It's 30 years later on their Ring doorbell. I'm like peeing in their flower beds.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's revenge.
This is revenge. You know what you did.
She's like, who are you?
Yeah. She's like, I don't even remember you. We don't live here anymore. Like, it's just some random person's house.
Like some couple in their 20s who just bought their first house.
Every now and then, this giant man comes and pees in our flower bed.
What the heck?
What is going on? We don't know him. All right, this is a good one to wrap up on. What Olympic event would you be best at?
Oh,
if the Olympic Committee called tomorrow and they're like, Jennie, you're not going to believe this, but there was a horrible train wreck and we lost all of our athletes for blank event, which one do you be like, I'll give it a shot,
I don't know, but I would be a great announcer for pickleball.
Okay.
Pickleball's not in the Olympics yet. My old job I had last year, I ran live streams at pickleball tournaments. I worked for a film company. We did like F1, like golf, like whatever, but they only ever let me do pickleball.
That's so funny that it's like F1 and pickleball.
Literally. It was the APP, Association of Pickleball Players. I worked for a company that owned the APP, and I was just like in a van, like a Sprinter van outside the pickleball venue, like with a bunch of encoders, and the camera team would send all the footage, and then I would like push it to YouTube. Sometimes we'd get ESPN Plus, but normally it was YouTube with like 60 people watching.
Nice.
It didn't last. But I watched enough of it, and we had like the announcers and everyone, and I was like, I think I could do. Like, I've heard them announce enough. I think it could be like, oh, they're in a dink off. Like, oh, good around the post. Like, I could be an announcer if pickleball, which I hope it never does, but if it ever makes it to the Olympics, I could be a great announcer.
That's so fun. If I ever heard someone seriously be like, they're in a dink off,
literally,
I'd be like, what?
It's when you don't let it touch the ground and you just, it's called a dink off. And it's mildly exciting, but the most exciting that pickleball ever gets. And then you watch doubles, and it's like two women who are trying to hit the ball and two men that are running all over. Because it's supposed to be like, you cover one half, your partner covers the other half. But when you watch mixed doubles, the men will just shove their female teammates out of the way and just like, and then miss.
I'm just picturing a bunch of like 55-year-old couples out there. It's like, Margaret, come on, get it together.
She's like bleeding on the ground because he tackled her. And he's like, why didn't you have that, Margaret? Like,
Come on, Mark.
Yeah. It's crazy. So pickleball is an insane.
If you don't get this next point, we're not going to Cheesecake Factory after this.
It's literally all the pro pickleball players are like former collegiate tennis players who weren't good enough to go pro in tennis, and they switched to pickleball.
That's hilarious.
Or like a 50-year-old who their family lives in a van, and they drive around the country doing different pickleball tournaments in an RV. And that's like the only people you see that do pro pickleball.
I mean, I would assume that professionals would be. I guess I never thought about it, but like, yeah, former tennis players and stuff like that. All the pickleball players I've ever seen are like
a million
middle-aged to elderly couples.
One of the biggest sponsors of our league was AARP.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Great business. Set up a tent at the tournament. They got great foot traffic.
They're handing out cards left and right.
They're like, hey, if you ever break your leg and this pickleball thing doesn't work out.
To AARP, people that sell commemorative coins. That's so funny.
Pressed pennies. All that stuff.
Get your 9/11 Memorial Quarter. And they're like, oh, okay.
Now you're speaking my language.
All right. Hey. The people that buy gold or like invest in gold and stuff like that.
There's a weird overlap.
Yeah, William Shatner's there, like spokesperson.
Yeah.
No,
it was always like, what's it called? The mush, the like breakfast thing. It's like baby food for adults. It's like oats.
Mush?
But it's like oat yogurt. It's called mush.
I've never heard of it.
It's just like crushed up oats that might as well be baby food. Okay. And everyone's like, get your mush at the pickleball.
Come on. Have you had your mush today? Yeah. Come on, you've dropped 4 points. Go eat some mush. Get back.
Some mush.
We need a dink off stat.
You just lost your dink off. Yeah. Your wrist game's real weak, Margaret.
Yeah, you mushed your dink off. All right, like that's just which sounds like might be the title of this episode. But
you mushed your dink off.
No, that sounds so weird. Like that's such a strange sentence. But
so I wouldn't play it. I would announce pickleball.
You'd announce. All right.
What would you pick?
If I had to pick one event that I would even attempt to try at the Olympic level, which I know that I wouldn't be able to compete, I definitely wouldn't be able to win anything. But I think the downhill ski jump, I would just do it because it's pass fail. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And it's over
quick. But if you fail, like you are paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I'm probably going to die.
You could run a mile badly and walk away.
Yeah,
a week later when you stop being sore.
If I can't airbend, I probably can't ski jump. You know, but you're either gonna you either hit the ground and make it or you don't. But it's over.
It is what it is.
But it's like if they were like, hey, you got to do a 6-minute gymnastic floor routine or the uneven bars. I'm like, this is going to be so embarrassing for so long. At least this is shoom, boom, it's over.
Have you seen, I know I'm not the first person to say this, but people that have said like they want the Olympics to be treated like a draft.
Yes.
To get like the average person. So it's like you'll be in your living room and they'll be like, and competing in the U.S. gymnastics today, it's mom of 2, Valerie from Minnesota. Like it's just, you get drafted for an event.
That's so funny. She's like warming up. Like,
she's like,
okay, all right, let's go.
I mean, really imagine you're like, you get pulled in the draft and it's to do the ski jump and you're like, oh, I got to say goodbye to my family. I'm never coming home.
You're like, I loved you guys very much.
You're gonna don't watch. You're going to watch mommy get hurt on TV.
That's so funny. Is like, I'm the only one to ever scream while going down the hill. Just,
yeah, like they mic up NFL players. They start micing up Olympic athletes.
I've always said
it's just you praying the whole way down.
I talked about this the other day that I think that a great way to make football just a little bit more interesting is anytime you're running with the ball, you have to yell. Because I think that would be so much fun to watch someone as they have like
just
11 people chasing them down the field and they're like, ah! Like that.
I would watch it.
Get away, get away, get away. Like
that would make me watch it for sure.
Yeah, who wouldn't watch that?
That'd be incredible.
That would be, that is in my brain what I would love to see. Just
more yelling in general. The world needs more yelling.
More yelling.
More just not like yelling at people, but just like shrieking in general. I'm a big fan of people just yelling to yell.
Barbaric screeches.
Yeah. Don't yell words.
No.
But yell. I'm a big fan of like someone just like you ever like look at a red light and you can tell someone's just crashing out in their car and you're like, oh, you know what? You're in an enclosed space. Get it out. Let it out, King.
Yeah, mine's always the shower. There's always times where like I would just be standing there and I can feel it coming on and I'm like, okay.
I'm going to scream.
I'm going to scream 30 seconds. And you just grab the shampoo bottle and you're just like, just crash out for like 15 seconds and you're like, okay, we're better. All right, let's go. Come on.
The place I work has a the train that goes by, and every time the train goes by and it uses its horn, I'm like, one day I'm just going to like yell back at the train.
You can see it coming. You're like,
it's like, you're trying to hold a conversation, it interrupts you. So you just
that's so funny if it's a passenger train and they're like looking in your window and you're
like just screaming at them. I was talking.
That's so funny. They used to have that so in boot camp, it's right next to the San Diego airport. There's like one fence and then like the base.
Okay.
And so planes take off and land constantly. Yeah. And there's times where like they'll be talking and all of a sudden everyone just has to stop and wait for like 10 seconds for a plane to like land. And then they continue. And then like a minute later we wait and then another plane. Yeah.
Imagine trying to record your podcast there. It'd be terrible. Have you seen?
I wanted to do my podcast outside. When I first started it, I was like, I would love to do an outside podcast. I love being outside.
Yeah.
I had like trees and stuff up on the wall, like fake trees or whatever.
Yeah.
Fake grass. And I was like, let's make it look like it's outside.
Yeah.
People hated it. Everybody was like, this is stupid. And I'm like, I would rather be outside. It's just too hard.
Yeah. My friend has a podcast she does outside where the thing is like, we'll sprint down a field and back and then she'll ask us questions. And it's like, we're out of breath. It's fun. She's really funny.
So in 5th grade, I went to the City Museum. And
broke my legs. On a
hurt
whale.
my knees. That's so funny.
Interesting.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, you fake crashed out, you lost your mouse.
I know, I lost my mouse. So, no, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I forgot to ask you at the very beginning. Do you have anything you want to plug? Social media, anything you want people to follow you at?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to, I think I want to get a stage name, but I can't think of one that would be good. So I guess I'll give my name and people can follow me. And then if you have stage name ideas, slide in my DMs because I have to say
your Instagram handle is pretty good.
I really like it, but I'm afraid of using my real last name.
I get it.
With comedy and stuff.
Yeah.
But I kind of like having like my name be my name.
That's what I did. Like when I first started, I was like, do I want a stage name? Because I don't know if I want like my whole world out there in the spotlight.
Like if you ever do get big, do you want people to like know you're?
But then also it's like I want to be me,
Yeah,
so it's like
I
don't know, and I've always thought about that, like because you hear about like Larry the Cable Guy. For years he was Dan Whitley, and no one knew who he was.
Larry the Cable Guy.
Ripped his sleeves off, started calling himself Larry the Cable Guy,
and then it was
selling out arenas.
It's crazy, yeah.
And so it's like
it is.
If that was presented to me as an option, would I take it? And it's like maybe I would. Yes, I would like to make money, but also I want to be me. I don't know.
I wanted to pick maybe like an old maiden name from my family that's been like dropped, but they're all just like dudes' first name. I looked at my family tree. It's Greg, Dylan, Taylor, Wilson, like the most like generic men's first. I was like, I can't be Jennie.
Welcome to the stage, Jennie Gregg.
Literally, I'm like, so I need to find something, but I haven't found anything yet. But yeah, you can find me at Jennie Weaver on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
That's a great name, Jennie Weaver.
It flows.
It does. It flows. And you haven't done. I don't think you've. I mean. That was when I decided, like, okay, well, I guess I just really need to watch what I put out there.
I do. I'm pretty clean because I am afraid of my name being associated with something that I would not be proud to be associated with.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why when we were setting this up, I was trying to like, I promise I'm not going to ask you anything. I'm not going to not going to throw you under the bus.
Get me canceled.
Yeah. All the answers are up to you to determine how you want to do it,
Yeah.
And
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming to do it because I enjoy I enjoy putting out cleaner podcasts.
It's fun to like not be embarrassed who you send a link to. You know?
And also like I would love it if all of the podcasts I put out were clean, but I know that my podcast isn't big enough to like kind of tell people what they can and can't do.
Yeah.
And I'm at the stage where it's like everyone that comes on, I'm kind of like, please come do this. Please, you know.
You want to match
more of a favor
their
to me
energy.
And it's like, I also don't want to tell you what you can and can't say. Because it's like, you know, like if I'm Nate Bargatze and you're doing a Nateland thing, that's,
obviously,
hey, I'm bringing you to an audience instead of vice versa.
You are church clean, squeaky,
Yeah. And you're like, okay, you can say that. You can do that. This is a huge opportunity for me. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But this is not that. This podcast
one day it will be.
I hope so. I mean, I don't know.
This is fun. I liked it. I think it will. I think it'll blow up.
The last thing that I ask everybody before they get out of here is, it's the best way to fix this podcast. Any suggestions to make it better?
Make it better.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything?
I don't know. I really had fun.
Good.
I'm like the last person that I don't know anything about making a podcast.
Well, I don't either.
You had great questions.
You can check the comments because I don't know either. Because every week it's like, this guy's still doing it, huh? Wow.
Well, those people probably have never tried to make one and they suck.
Yeah. Well, the internet's. I don't know if you've ever been on the internet before.
Let me tell you.
Tell you what.
When you post something,
you don't have to be a good person to get internet access. Apparently,
I did Roast Battle Chicago, and they posted one of my clips, and I've never gotten so many mean comments in my life.
Yeah.
And I didn't post it, so I can't delete it. So I muted them so they don't show up on my feed.
Yeah.
Because it hurt my feelings so bad.
There's so many times where I'm like, I'm just going to hide this one.
Yeah.
And pretend I never saw it.
If I don't see it, it can't hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could maybe you could do a segment where you pull up those comments.
I did that once.
Fight back at them.
I did that once.
I feel like that'll actually make it worse.
It did. It made it so much worse. So much worse.
They're going to be like, you can't take a joke.
I read it off one time, and it was like, I thought it would be fun because like I had a couple other comics in here, you know, Bree, Luke, and Chris, and I was like, all right, I'm going to read off some best comments of the week, and so I started reading them off, and one of them was like, I hate this fat idiot and his dumb podcast who keeps showing up in my feed, blah, 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 like that, and I was like, I thought everybody would laugh, and everybody just kind of went,
oh, sorry, man.
Yeah, and we all just kind of looked at each other, and I'm like, okay, well, all right, there's so much for this segment.
That's what editing's for. I'll cut that out.
Yeah, and you know, this is where you clap. Trim this. Okay.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I think just keep doing what you're doing.
I appreciate it.
That's a really lame answer, but I had fun. It was fun. It was good.
Good. Well,
but just do what you're doing, but like maybe just be better, you know?
Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing, but like, you know, like you're here, try to be like here.
Yeah, if you could just elevate.
Right.
Just elevate.
Yeah. Come back anytime you want. If you ever have anything that you want to promote or plug or whatever, just let me know.
Hype, I will. If you're ever looking for out of towners too, and I have Chicago friends that are coming to visit, I'll send them your way.
I would love to. So I don't know a ton of people from Chicago, but like John Gasper, Kyrian,
Kyron?
Kyron, I'm so sorry, buddy. I knew that. If you're watching this, just know I'm so sorry. As soon as I said it, I was like, that's not right.
You can cut it out. He doesn't have to know.
Yeah. No, I've talked to, you know, and like I know Tyler Fowler. And
yeah, I love Tyler. I've worked
with Vic a couple times and stuff
Vic's
like that.
Cool.
So like, yeah, anybody who wants to come do it. If you're in town and you're in St. Louis and you want to schedule a time, hit me up.
I'll send him. I know there's that guy, his name, I forget, is Tyler the Comic on Instagram. He does shows more in like Crystal City. But he gets a lot of Chicago people.
Yeah, and I think I know who you're
anytime I have a friend in that show, I try to go. And so if I see friends coming in for that show, I'll be like, hey, reach out to this guy. He does a podcast. I'll send them your way.
I appreciate it.
And then if they're bad, I never sent them to you. And if they're great, you're welcome.
I'll send you. You just get a message from me like, what the?
Who was that guy?
Jenny, come on.
Who are you hanging out with?
Yeah. Who sent you, Jenny Gregg? Because
I don't know her.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Bye.